I'm going to give you a breakdown of the NBA playoff series between the Oklahoma City Thunder and the Portland Trailblazers, and we're starting right now. What is going on? My name is Alpha Omega. Welcome to another video. If this is your first time here and you want to learn how to bet on sports like a pro and gain an edge over the sports books, start now by subscribing and clicking the bell so you don't miss anything. So the NBA playoffs have started and I'm already off to another winning playoff season. I'm spending most of every day grinding, updating the various statistical analyses I use, my power rankings, and crawling for every piece of information I can provide myself and my clients so that we all have the best information possible so we can continue to cash winners. One of the main reasons I chose to preview the remaining games of this series is because of how closely these teams match up. Paul George's injury could spell the end of another Thunder playoff run, and if Damian Lillard doesn't play lights out every night, the Thunder could steal the series. But more on George and Lillard later in the video. When you're deciding how to bet this series, that's why I'm here, to provide you some of the important factors to consider when deciding how to bet these games. I've been absolutely on fire since before March Madness began, and my winning tickets continue to pile up in the NBA playoffs. I'm 22-8 in my last 30 picks, and that's plus 220 units. If you're betting $100 per game, you would be up $22,000 since the start of March Madness. These are documented winners sent out to my clients daily. On Saturday, I took the Brooklyn Nets money line plus 200 and cashed a big ticket. I also took the Nets plus 5.5 and cashed that. And I cashed the under 233 in the Clippers at Warriors game for another massive winning day. Then on day 2 of the playoffs, I cashed the Celtics -7 and the Rockets -6.5 for another winning day. Right now, as we speak, I'm watching the 76ers destroy the Nets, and they will easily cover the 8.5 for another winner. As hot as I am right now, I would normally be charging $399 for my playoff package. However, right now, my NBA playoff package is only $199. Click the link in the description, sign up for a package, and start making money betting on sports. Whatever goal you have that you're using sports betting to reach, I can help you get there. Now is the time to sign up long term. Stop messing around and sign up with a professional who can help turn your sports betting into your profit. I have a lot of people hitting me up every day taking advantage of my discounted prices, so don't wait anymore and sign up today. Now that I've gone over how to turn sports betting into a consistent moneymaker for you, let's get into this NBA playoff series. The Game 2 Alpha Omega Vegas consensus line as of April 15th has the Portland Trailblazers favored by 2 points with the total sitting at 222. I chose this series because of how closely matched these teams are. The fact that the Blazers won Game 1 when the public was all over OKC creates value in betting into these numbers. Let's go over a few of the factors I'm using to formulate my handicap. When the casual bettor thinks of the Oklahoma City Thunder, they think of Russell Westbrook and Paul George, 2 all-star caliber players. The casual bettor equates the presence of these 2 all-stars into increased offensive efficiency. They would be completely incorrect. The Thunder only ranks 24th in effective field goal percentage. That makes OKC one of the worst shooting teams in the NBA. The Blazers' defense, on the other hand, ranks 10th in limiting an opponent's effective field goal percentage, which places the Blazers in the upper third of all NBA teams. This is a huge disparity, especially in the playoffs. This is one of the most important stats to consider in this series. Advantage Blazers. Second chance opportunities are created through offensive rebounds. The Oklahoma City Thunder ranks number 1 in offensive rebounds per game. Obviously, that is outstanding and a big reason why OKC is still in the playoffs. The Blazers' defense ranks 15th in terms of limiting offensive rebounds, which places them as a literal average team. So you have the number 1 offensive rebounding team in the NBA matching up with an average NBA rebounding team. This is easy. Advantage Thunder. Let's state the obvious. Paul George is an amazing player. George is the key to the Thunder's success. While Westbrook may be the darling of Oklahoma City, without a second star, Westbrook is just another great player on an average team. George is the linchpin that turns the Thunder from a slightly above average team to a playoff caliber team capable of causing upsets and making it all the way to the Western Conference Finals. Having said that, George was obviously hampered by a right shoulder injury in Game 1. This is a key difference between a pro bettor and a casual bettor. Judging by George's stat line with 26 points and 10 rebounds, it would appear that George is fine and the injury isn't as big an issue as I'm making it out to be. However, take a look at Lillard's three-pointers when George was covering him. George couldn't even get his hand up high enough to defend the shot. Let's also not forget that PG-13 is a first-team All-NBA defensive player as well. Now, some might say that the issues were related to George not picking up a basketball in the last 4 days leading up to the game. The reason he didn't was because he has a shoulder injury. George himself said on April 15th that his shoulder is pain-free and the issues were related to getting his rhythm back rather than pain from his shoulder. However, George was seen with a heavy ice pack wrapped around his shoulder after practice. I have to downgrade the Thunder based on George's injury, at least until I see him have a complete game free of any obvious shoulder issues. Advantage Blazers. I want to say that I'm a Damian Lillard fan. This is a guy who is the MVP of his team, and if he played in a larger market, would be an absolute superstar in contention to win end-of-season awards every year. In Game 1, Lillard scored 30 points to go along with Enes Kanter's 20 and CJ McCollum's 24. Again, this is an example of the differences between a pro bettor and a casual bettor. The stat line says that Lillard had a great game. Lillard hit clutch shots late in the game, and the first memory is of Lillard coming up with the buckets late in the game. However, take a look at this. Don't focus too much on the 42%. Instead, focus on the green dots and red squares. Look at the shot selection. Lillard's shot selection speaks to the tough defense the Thunder played on Lillard. Furthermore, even a star like Lillard cannot be expected to hit these type of shots every night. Again, on the outside looking in, Lillard was fantastic. However, rewatching the entire game, which is why you hire a pro like me to take you to the next level, along with getting a good look at Lillard's shot selection, shows that the Thunder are keying in on Lillard, and I would expect his production to go down in Game 2. Advantage Thunder. In addition to this preview video, I also have an NBA playoff playlist where I go through the playoff series that I think have the most value. You'll see a link right up here. I recommend that you click on that now. As always, in full disclosure, while I do provide a lot of useful info in these videos, if you really want to take your sports betting to the next level, you have to sign up with me, Alpha Omega. Currently, my NBA playoff package is only $199, and that will go up as I continue to cash winners. So click the link in the description, sign up now, and you'll be ready to bang the books during the NBA playoffs. And if you want to learn more about betting on sports like a pro and gaining an edge over the sportsbooks, start now by hitting the round subscribe icon so you don't miss anything. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time.